Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about my Notion dashboard, which I haven't spent too crazy much time on, but for some reason I had never built like a hub for where my stuff is when I get into Notion. I just had my different databases and was like, that's good, that's all I want. But I do now understand the hype of a good dashboard, because when I open up Notion, first thing I see is lots of books. I love reading. I have the dashboard and I have the different sections of my life that I'm working on and that are basically involves my entire day-to-day. So on here, I don't really track like tasks or anything. I do that through time blocking on my calendar, which I'll link below. But I do store things in different categories. So this is what my setup looks like. I used a template in order to get this, and then I just kind of moved things around. So I will link the template below, but I have the name dashboard, which is kind of fun. And then I have basically categories. So education, what I am consuming as far as education. So I have my library, courses, and vocab, and I'm going to dive into them. Then I have my network, and this is mainly outside of work, okay? But it includes work and non-work because they just happen to become my friends. Like, what am I supposed to do? I spend the majority of my time with them. And then I have current projects, and this basically involves my top like 3 to 4 things that I'm working on right now. So in order. So I'm working on my YouTube channel, which is going to stay there forever, and then Python programming class, and then a Microsoft Power Automate class, and then my website building, which is taking me way too long to build this goddamn website. But it doesn't matter because I'm working on it, and I'm not in a rush. Do I need to have a website done by next month? No, but I did start it in April, so I'm kind of starting to feel the shame. But then I have finances, which I don't track really my finances because I just don't buy that many things. So I just don't find the need to. And when I do buy something, I have no regrets typically. So I don't struggle with the finances. So I force myself to read a finance book every like 6 months to like reel myself in, but I usually don't like overspend. Work relationships, so that includes like the team, so my team that I work with day to day at work, recruiting events, and then my reviews. So these can get pretty hostile. No, I'm just kidding. This is just reviews from like bosses, previous bosses to new bosses to whatever. And then my one work project, which I have a few different projects, but like my main overarching project that I need to track, I put in here. But I do have another work project because I'm trying to build a training program at my work that I could potentially put in there, and some other automation kind of work stuff, but I'm just gonna leave it as my main project there. So let's get into this. On education, first I have my library, which I'm going to do an updated library video. It needs to happen because my other one has like 6,000 views and it's trash. It's like a terrible video. Stop watching it. Like, I've gotten so much better. Look, they're in color coordinated. They're by color. This is every book I've ever read in my entire life. And I love it because I can link between them. So like I can open up one and then I link to Atomic Habits and The Power of Habits and whatever. I didn't finish doing the notes on that one, but it's like a Wikipedia. You can just bounce around. So here are my books. I keep them in my library. So let's go back to the dashboard. Oops, not that one. Back to the dashboard. And so now we're gonna go to courses. And this is where I keep all my course notes. So let's go ahead and click courses. And then you can see I'm also taking API one, which I didn't link on my course stuff. But so my courses will look something like this. This one I just recently finished, completed. I have a table of contents so I can quickly get to them, and then I have snips of like what is Power Apps and Power App features and triggers, links to stuff, really boring stuff. But that's where I like to keep my courses, is in that little course catalog. And then I have vocabulary. I used to call this work vocabulary, but then I started like adding normal vocab words So now I have like any vocab word that I find either at work or by myself, like HTTPS, recently learned what that was. Don't ask me, don't judge, because I didn't know what that meant. And so I have like a bunch of computer science words, and then I have like gold cyanide waste and like other random terms, you know? So just whatever. I find them on the internet, nothing exclusive there. Just normal vocabulary words, but I link them together. So then if I take notes on a specific word, actually let's go back and look at just like one of my computer science words. So let's just go to HTTP. So I have basically transfer protocol. I put the topic as computer science, image, date I created it, some basic notes, a link to the site that I read from, you know, maybe just a little notes here and there. And here's some backlinks to some of my classes within the vocabulary. Some things are private because I share this vocab list with a lot of different people because people are nerdy. My friends are nerdy. Now, in the network section, I have authors and influencers, and I will warn you, this looks creepy. So just know it's kind of creepy. So we're going to go to the authors and influencers page. And yes, it is basically like a stalker spreadsheet, which I will link below how I made it. But I track who I talk to every now and then because these are people that have influenced my life. Some of them are just authors, you know, like Austin Kleon, you know, wrote a really good book, Show Your Work, Steal Like an Artist, you know, and sometimes I like to know which books I read, like Julia Zhao, for example. Great author. And I didn't quite fix all this. See, there's a lot of stuff that I've been tracking on people that she doesn't obviously have anything to do with. So it says books written, making of a manager, books recommended, mindset. You know, here's her author talk. So I took some notes there. For example, let's do like Max Parker, you know. So I have his stuff, the connection level, stuff like that. So bear with me. This is just how it is. So it's kind of creepy. Don't judge me. Oops, I did a backwards thing on there. Let's go back to the dashboard. But yeah, that's just how I track people. It's kind of creepy, but whatever. Okay, current project. So I have my YouTube. So sometimes I'll put like stuff that I want to start, and then I put it in like the not started, in process completed, like a typical Kanban board, nothing crazy there. Python programming, this just links to my class. This links to my class. Website building, nothing crazy there. Finances, I, you know, track some things that I want to buy. Like I might want to buy a new computer, except for I just got a new computer at work. So don't really think I need that anytime soon. So I'm just gonna maybe delete that one, but sometimes, you know, I really wanted a Groove-made walnut desk shelf, you know. $200 though, Jesus. I have better things I could spend my money on. That's why it just lives there, and I get excited just looking at it. I have my team, recruiting events. So any recruiting events I go in here, and then I can look and see what people I found from that recruiting event. So these are the people I hired at J.E. Dunn, actually my previous employer, which is really weird to say. And then I have my reviews, I'm not going to show those, except for they are pretty stellar. Some of them I got yelled at. Anyway, then I have work projects. So this is my current project. I can't show you details on it because it's obviously highly confidential, so I'm just going to call it confidential project and put every discipline so you'll never know what I'm working on. And then I just have different disciplines where my notes are, and none of this is exclusive information. I literally took these off the interweb, so sue me. Yeah, I almost clicked construction projects, and that would have been really bad because I would have shown you some stuff that you probably should never see. Cool. So, and then I just have, just for the feel, I just added a calendar. I haven't actually put anything on this calendar, but I think it looks nice because then it was like empty at the bottom and it was bothering me. So this is where we're at. But this is the hub, and I'm not sure if I want to add anything else because I'm basically tracking everything. I don't really like to do the 2-day to-do tracker on here. I just don't enjoy it. I like tracking that on my personal calendar, but this is it, and I'm super excited. When I got this thing made, I was like so happy because I just go to my hub and then I'm like, okay, if I want to do something, I go over here, over there. So it's just kind of fun. So, but anyway, I hope this helps you guys kind of see how I'm structuring things, how I'm tracking things, how I use Notion, but I have Notion up literally every day. Like, I use that vocabulary log like every day. So, in courses and library, and I love it because I can search my entire brain. But I will link everything below in previous videos on other parts, and I'm gonna do an updated library video. It needs to happen because that one is so bad that I have on there, and it's like has my highest view count. Oh, devastating. But anyway, I hope this helps you guys, and I will see you guys next time.